Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm just trying to get everything set up. Welcome into the stream. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks, Arn. Hey, Ollie BP. Welcome in. It's been a while since I streamed. Oh, there we go. All right. I think I got everything set up. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hope y'all are having a good day. So, what we're going to do is obviously chat for a little bit, get everybody caught up to speed, and then yeah, just chat it up, have fun, hang out. I figured, you know, I haven't really streamed in quite a while, and we just hit a really big milestone, so I figured we just kind of cover that and shout you guys out. And then we're going to try and dive into some Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I just got the upscale mod installed, so we're ready to roll with that. What's going on, Jeremy? Ollie says, I found your channel like 2 days ago. Watched your 3 videos about save rooms. Super fun to watch. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for watching those. Glad people are enjoying the content. Takes a lot of effort. Jamming 200 joules. Oh, snap. How'd you even do that? The wife coming in the stream. Got a cat just dancing on the screen right here. That's pretty cool. I don't even know how the hell you do that. Like how you put yourself in it and interact in different ways. Hell yeah. 10K, big number for a big personality. Congrats. Thanks. So we actually got both vertical and chat right here, so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get that like that. Okay. But yeah, man, we finally hit, I mean, not finally, we actually hit it pretty early. I was just kind of like an ambitious goal that I wanted to hit by the end of the year, and we hit it. Thanks to you guys. So, you know, round of applause for all of you who subscribe. Helped me achieve a goal that I had planned early. And to put things in perspective, I actually have something pulled up here. The channel analytics for my subscribers. It says lifetime. I wonder if I could change it to just the last 365 days. Let's see what that does. Yeah. Okay. Super proud of you. Thank you. Congratulations. You did. Keep going. Love the long form content. Hell yeah. Appreciate you. But let me see if I can switch this over real quick. So. Boom. This is our subscriber count for exactly 1 year ago today. It's kind of small. Let me see if I can zoom that in. Whoa! Exactly 1 year ago today, we only had 812 subscribers. That is insane. And now we have 10,330 today. That's insane. In just a year, we gained over... Well, 800, yeah, almost. I mean, it keeps going up, so yeah, that's a lot of subscribers. Like over 9,000 subscribers in a year. Just last year you had 1,000 subs. Yeah, it's crazy. It's all thanks to you guys, man. You know, have you ever told what Resident Evil is your favorite and why? My favorite would probably Resident Evil 4 OG. I just played that game so many times. Yeah, I think it just has such insane replay value. All of the extra modes, the unlockables, the mercenaries, everything about it is just fantastic. Yeah, gained 9.5 thousand subscribers in the last year. That's crazy. It's kind of hard to believe, but like we've been doing it. Been grinding it out. What is y'all's favorite Resident Evil? I want to know. What's y'all's favorite Resident Evil game? Let me switch this back over. Shameless plug, by the way, if you see at the bottom of the screen right here, if you like G Fuel, I am an affiliate. They gave me a 30% discount code. I get 10% commission. So if you're somebody who, you know, likes G Fuel, hey, hit up G Fuel, put that code in, and help a brother out. Help yourself out too. Resident Evil 2 Remake, the OG on PS1. I haven't played them all, but 2 is my favorite. The OG on PS. Oh yeah, yeah. Resident Evil 2 OG is probably my second favorite, especially when it comes to the classics. But it's like Resident Evil 2 OG and 3 Nemesis OG are like neck and neck for me. Like part of me wants to say I like Resident Evil 3 Nemesis more to some extent, but also Resident Evil 2 OG I feel like has more replay value. Fallen Knight says Resident Evil 1 and 2. Are we talking OGs or remakes? Unfortunately, we have to specify. Resident Evil Outbreak 1 and 2 as your favorite. Wow, that's pretty cool. I really do hope they get like a remake treatment of some extent in the near future. Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. I watched my dad play it so much growing up. Yeah, I remember getting that demo disc for Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube and just replaying that village sequence over and over and over again. And then eventually we got it on GameCube, and then I think we ended up getting it on PS2 as well. My favorite Resident Evil game is Resident Evil 5. That game has everything. Hey, that's fair. Resident Evil 5 has a lot of content to it, too. I will say Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries is a lot more fun. You can do co-op. They need to bring that back. Co-op Mercenaries. Just wanted to say I found your channel from the Resident Evil 0 video and love the save room video style. I appreciate that, Liam. Stay tuned, man. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're working on the next one. And if you haven't seen the Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 videos, they're up there. Will you make a save room for Resident Evil Requiem if that's possible? Yes, both remake and original. Yeah, we're definitely going to do... I was originally going to do a Resident Evil Requiem save room video first because of how dynamic they are. Let me turn this music down. I feel like this music's a little too loud. Some of this music's like quiet and then it gets like really loud. I was going to originally do Requiem first because it was hot, but I was like, you know, I was playing the Resident Evil 1. I was like, I kind of wanted to go through the series in order. I don't know. I'm kind of like OCD like that, I guess. But yeah, I just want to go through them in order. But then I don't know. Eventually we'll get to Requiem for sure because that has some good stuff. I watched the other videos back to back, really great content. Made me realize how dark some of those rooms feel. Nice. And that's ultimately the goal. To kind of like open your perspective on the save rooms and just kind of make you like kind of like, oh wow, never really thought of it like that. But yeah, we'll definitely get to Requiem. That's going to be a fun one. Hopefully it doesn't take too long before we get there. But I mean, if it does, oh well. So I know there's going to be a lot of hype around Code Veronica. So I'm kind of itching to get to that game. Also because I haven't beaten that game in so long. What's your favorite Resident Evil 4 location? The village, the castle, or the island? The island is not a fun time for me. The castle is really good and creative. But I think I like the village the most. Just because it's outdoors. It feels more open. It has such a vibe to it. Definitely an inspiration. I want to make my own content one day. You have faced so much, especially with all your medical conditions. Thank you for not giving up. Hey, I appreciate that. Whoa, my whole mic stand just came off. Yeah, definitely working through this medical stuff. Not a fun time, but we just keep pushing through. You want to make your own content one day, though, man, go for it. You know? Don't hesitate. You know, I feel like a lot of times we... especially when we get into the content creation You know, our greatest enemy is like our own mind, like being like holding ourselves back. Not trying to get too like motivational, but you know, sometimes you need that little pep talk. Would you be interested in doing save room concept, but for other games? One coming in mind is Final Fantasy IX. Maybe that's just your kind of stuff. Yeah, I really haven't played a whole lot of Final Fantasy, and I guess it tells you I didn't even know like they had like actual save rooms in that game. It's definitely something to take note of and maybe dabble in. I know somebody mentioned Silent Hill. I mean, shit, like if you guys come up with ideas, you know, that's more stuff that we can look forward to down the road. Eventually I'm going to run out of save rooms to make videos on, and then I guess what next, you know? I guess I'll retire. No. Yeah, no, I'm having fun going through each Resident Evil game. I mean, Resident Evil is just like a series near and dear to my heart. I grew up playing all of them. I know them. I know most of them. There are a few that I haven't played, but Resident Evil 6 will be a little difficult for save rooms. Yeah, I don't think they have save rooms, do they? Or Resident Evil 5. It's auto saves. That's why I kind of like. So I mean, Resident Evil 5 and 6 we probably won't cover. We'll have to jump to 7. I know 8 has typewriters. Village has typewriters, so I guess technically they'd be save rooms. And then 9, Requiem. Played Outlast. I have played the first one when it first came out. Do those games have save rooms? Unless you do certain areas of the game. Sadly, got to go to work. Good luck with your streaming channel. I appreciate that. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day at work. Appreciate you stopping by. Need to get in control of my debt before I go into more debt getting equipment to make content. Also, have you played any of the Fable games? Oh yeah, I played Fable. I can't remember if I played Fable 3. I know I played Fable 1 and 2. I remember when Fable first came out, I felt like it was too like kiddish and too cartoony because like I grew up playing more of like the mature games. I never really played like kiddie lighthearted games. But then my cousin got me onto it, and then, yeah, like I actually really enjoyed the first Fable game, especially how you can be good or evil. Doing certain areas of the game would be cool. Yeah. Like certain areas that kind of stand out. Are you going to do videos on the remakes too? Obviously, you've done OG2, but I'm wondering if you'll eventually do Resident Evil 2 Remake, 3 Remake, and 4 Remake. Yes, I will be doing remakes. So my idea is, we did Resident Evil 1 Remake because I don't own the original Resident Evil 1 on PC. But I guess I could still cover that, but I feel like, I don't know. It's kind of like a mixed feeling. Do you guys think that like the remake of Resident Evil 1 basically replaces the OG Resident Evil 1? Like, I don't want to say that about Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake, but Resident Evil 1 Remake is so faithful and just expands and just does everything better. I don't know. Maybe I should cover the OG Resident Evil 1. Let's see. Could be cool to do comparisons and how they changed. Oh yeah, for sure. Are you looking forward to that new horror game, Ill? Yeah, and that just seems like, I don't know how that game's probably either going to be really good or like a really bad letdown. Because it almost seems like the graphics and everything look too good to be true. What's going on, stranger? I feel like it does for Resident Evil 1. Yeah, because I know, like, if you'd say Resident Evil 2 and 3, the remakes replace those originals, like, people are going to look at you like you have a second head growing out of your head. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Low-key think so. Resident Evil 1 definitely replaced the original, yeah. I mean, the original is cool, like, because we played it on stream a while back, but the remake is just superior on all ends. But were you talking about that game, Ill? I need to look into it more. I don't even know when it comes out. I hope it's good, you know what I mean, but we'll wait until it comes out. You can't trust everything you see at face value these days with these video games, man. Like, they can look cool, as much as possible, but like so many times I feel like I've been let down by games. We all playing Resident Evil Veronica remake, right? Right? Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And hopefully they don't botch nothing with the Veronica remake. Hopefully they improve on the parts that need improved and all that stuff. You tried Sinking City 1? I have never even heard of that. Sinking City. Is that a new game? Is there a second one? You said Sinking City 1. Here's my guess about the next mainline game will be about Chris. I feel like you can take context clues about the remakes they are doing to help come to that conclusion. It could be wrong, though. Yeah, that's the thing. You just never know. Veronica remake looks great. I'm just worried about it may end up as badly as 3 remake, since there is always a chance. Yeah, I don't think that'll be the case, because I think Resident Evil 3 remake was outsourced to a different production. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I read somewhere that the people that are making Resident Evil Veronica remake are the same people that did Resident Evil 4 remake. So I think we should be in good hands. Am I tripping, or have you played Walking Dead Telltale yet? Yeah, I've played that before, a long time ago. Sinking City has been out for a while. It's a Lovecraft sort of game. Okay. Gotta get back to work. Much love. Good luck. Have fun. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. If it's like Resident Evil 4 with its remake comparison, could consider the remake as a new game plus route, where some cutscenes make the enemy look like they are aware of your previous encounter. Different team worked on the remake, if I remember. That's why it ended up the way it did, yeah. Damn shame, man. Hey, they're making a mod, though. I've been looking into it. I can't remember. It's called, like, the Last Escape mod. I don't know if you guys have Resident Evil 3 remake on PC, but that's something worth checking out. They're basically expanding it and making it more faithful to the original. But yeah. Whew. Let's see here. Voice actor for Leon Nick Apostolides is supposed to voice the main protagonist in Ill too, which is cool. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Because I watched a trailer a while ago, and I heard his voice. We need hunters to return. They have been gone for far too long. Oh, you're talking about, like, in the main line? Because I know they were in Resident Evil 3 remake. But, like, you're probably talking, like, later in the timeline. Yeah, I was hoping that's what Resident Evil Requiem did, man. I was hoping they would bring back more legacy enemies. But they just brought back the Lickers from Resident Evil 2, and they just look the same. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was a super missed opportunity with Requiem. It's the fucking Safsprin theme music playing. Saw the videos of that 3 make mod. Looks good so far. My favorite RE is 3 OG. Nice. We're about to get into it. They remade 2, 3, 4, mostly about Leon. They came out with 9, and it was mostly about Leon. So now Veronica remake is about finding Chris, and Chris has been in 7, 8, but missing in 9. Still worth playing the OG Resident Evil. Awkward line delivery is funny, right? Alright. Thank you for the save rooms. Been great so far. I appreciate it. Stay tuned. More on the way. We're going to dive into Resident Evil 3. Nemesis. See how far we can get through there. I'm probably just going to run it on easy. Since, you know, I'm streaming and I haven't played it in so long. And I don't know how streaming is gonna work, so we'll figure it out. Right. I mean, I know it's been a while since I've been live. Been a while. Holy smokes. That's loud. Sorry, guys. RIP headphone users. Let's see. Let me catch up with chat. Now that I'm thinking of it, Left 4 Dead has great save rooms. That is... Yeah, is you talking about, like, the rooms, like, at the end of the level? Like, y'all have to, like, go in there before you can, move on to the next level. It's been forever since I played Left 4 Dead. Code Veronica has a wide lineup of enemies. I hope it stays that way with the remake without any of them being removed. How do you feel they should treat the Bandersnatches? I know a lot of people don't like that enemy. Which, it's justified. I mean... let's see. Are you excited for a Halloween game coming out next month? You like the films? I like the older Halloween films. I'm not really too big on, like, the... What is that style of game? It's like Dead by Daylight. They seem fun to, like, watch people play. I just can't get into it myself. Oh. Just found you yesterday. Love your videos. Appreciate it. I enjoyed your videos. Thank you. Thank you for watching them. And if you've subscribed, thank you. I like the little touches, not just the angles against the background so you match up, but the red glow when you're just outside the photo room. Yeah. That's kind of something I like try to like focus on, is like trying to make it look authentic as possible given the resources that I have. Let's see here. I can't even... Like, if you watch the Resident Evil 1 video, where I'm, like, by the fire, try to make it look like the fire, the light of the fire's hitting me and all that stuff. Save rooms in Resident Evil 3 will never be safe. Right? Hope my support encourages you. I sadly need to go. Have a great day, and congratulations again for hitting 10K. Yes, I appreciate all the support. Appreciate y'all subscribing, liking, donating. I don't know if, like, donations pop up, but somebody donated a couple times during the premiere of the last video, which I appreciate that. I don't know if you're in here or not, but regardless, appreciate all of y'all, man. Appreciate all the new channel members, obviously, hitting up the board. We got a little board system going on. Shout out all you guys who are paid members of the channel. We do have a couple that are trial members that I gifted during the premiere. So I'm trying to, like, figure out ways that I can, you know, incentivize people becoming a member. I know it's like asking for money, but it's for a good cause. You're supporting me directly, helping me, you know, obviously put that money toward production and all that stuff. And again, that's all up to you guys. I'm not going to force it on you. Let's see here. Resident Evil 4 save rooms, the jail block save room near the end. You can hear the regenerator on the other side of the room. Yeah. I'm excited to get into Resident Evil 4. You guys feel like the game volume's too loud? Or not loud enough, maybe? And eventually, we're going to be touching back up on Resident Evil 4. I know guys that are like, have been subscribed. We did a series where we were going over like different locations of Resident Evil 4 and how they make no sense. I know it's I kind of separated from that and kind of did these save room videos because I just kind of wanted to try something different and not get burnt out on Resident Evil 4. But we will eventually get back to that. I know some of you guys are waiting on that, been waiting on that. I just ask y'all to be more patient if you can. Can hear you fine. Super impressed with your green screen work and your vids. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Callum. Try to make the best of what I got, you know. You guys continue to show support and donate and become members, you know, it can lead to even better production. In each video we do, you know, I learn something new, try to refine stuff, and just get better. Actually, I may have to endure that. She was right. Close to that medical room. Alright, let me see if I can switch this over to the game. Boom. How does this look? Alright. Question is my controller going to work? Have you done Resident Evil 1 original rooms, or did I miss that? No, we just did the remake. I debated on doing the original, but I feel like they're pretty much the same. I don't know, I have to play through the game again. Perfect. Perfect. Can you guys hear the game? Alright, let me see if this controller's working. I don't think it is. Alright. Might have to shut this game down. Let's see if... Sometimes this controller will work, and then it won't. So... Do you like Dead Rising? Have you played the Deluxe Remastered? I haven't played the Deluxe Remastered, but I have played Dead Rising on, like, 360. I guess we'll do... I'm not doing heavy mode. Sorry, guys. Yo, what's up, Ivy? I remember as a kid when 3 came out, the first game my older brother ever pre-ordered, and being such a huge Resident Evil 2 fan, I remember that putting him off pre-ordering before playing. I didn't even know you could play pre-order games back then like that. What kind of costume are we going for? We got biker, stars, disco, police, sort, which I believe is the Regina outfit. And then we have casual, elegant, and default. Leon Kennedy says, loving the video essay. We got Leon S. Kennedy in the chat, guys. Can you believe it? The man himself. I appreciate you loving the videos. I don't know. What costume should I go with? Have them all unlocked. He had to pre-order it in store back then? Oh, really? My, board on screen is flipped, so you can't read it. Oh well. Stars. It's not Friday yet for disco. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's hard for me to pre-order a game these days. Like, I feel like I might just go default. I just feel like I get let down. Like, I'm just nervous to pre-order games because, like, so many games just aren't that good these days, it feels like. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old. Like, I feel like Resident Evil is probably, like, one of the very few games that I would confidently pre-order and know that, like, I would enjoy my experience and get my money's worth. Other than that, I probably have to, like, wait until release and, like, watch gameplay and reviews. And are you going to review the RE movie in September? I might, if I go see it. A lot of people... Funny thing about the Zach Kreger movie, man, is, like, a lot of people are so quick to dog on it, man. I mean, it might be good, it might not. I don't know. And I also feel like a lot of the community and, like, other content creators just can't decide on whether or not they want to shit on it or like it. I'm neutral. I'm not gonna, like, sit here and trash it and say it's shit before it even comes out, because that's just stupid. But I did have, like, my initial, like, opinions on it, like, for how it isn't gonna feature any characters from the games, and I was super confused on the whole iPhone aspect. I know you guys seen a couple videos on there, and I made a short about it, but now that it's confirmed that it's like a modern take on it, it's like, okay, at least you've explained that. Granted, I know a lot of people may not agree with it, but at least you've explained it. You probably should have explained that ahead of time. Because it just threw people way off. I remember back then, just saying your age was enough to get rated games. The UK. What? Pre-ordering a game is a rare word these days. All I hear is pre-purchase. Yeah, well. We're gonna go default. Hello there. Yeah, Zach Krager, the guy who did Barbarian and I can't even remember that other name. Making a new Resident Evil film. I think it'll be a fun movie, but it's just strange he had to break the lore, right? Yeah.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella.
I know I keep asking, but is this game volume too quiet or is it good?
Them. And that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness.
Shop owner would ask how old we were, and that was enough for them. Nice.
It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing.
Game volume sounds good. All right.
Last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
Got this new. Got the new upscaled mod, so everything looks crisp and clean. Volume sounds just right. Okay.
What are they?
I love how the story takes place on September 28th, my birthday. Oh man, that's a hell of a birthday. Surprised we never got a Resident Evil 4 movie. I think when Leonardo DiCaprio was young, like his Titanic look would have been a good pick for Leon. Eh. You think we still getting a DLC before 2027? Yeah, I don't know. I heard somewhere that Capcom's gonna wait until after Veronica's released to give us the DLC, which seems very weird. I don't know how accurate that information is, but this is the Steam version, but I have the Seamless HD mod. Yeah, I'm wondering when they're going to release this story expansion and what it's going to be, because I feel like if they released it after Veronica, I don't know. I don't know, have they ever done that before? Has Capcom ever released a DLC after another Resident Evil game was released? You know what confuses me? The Orphanage from 1990 and 1998. Is it connected to both the Hive and the Ark? That's the thing that's still making me think. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's see if this is... Okay, we already got the gun. See if I can dodge. Nope. Alright. Remember, we used to comically quote, Brad, didn't know you're still alive, Jim. Brad Vickers. Maybe they're waiting for after the movie for some more hype. Yeah, I have no idea. Or it's just delayed. Maybe they need more time to work on it.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow,
I'm still alive.
I'm still alive.
Leon or Chris? Studying for the next video. Yes. Well, just playing the game. I guess you could call it studying.
We've got to get out of here.
What? What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there.
Right? It's burned into my brain.
I'm sorry.
And this guy, like, me and my brothers just do this guy's impressions.
Rescue. We have to get out of here.
No! I'm not going anywhere.
He does this shit.
Starve to death in here, then be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone.
Leave me alone. wonder why his sleeve is torn off like that. Maybe a zombie tried to get him and ripped his sleeve off. Maybe he's hiding a zombie bite. Can't wait to see Jill bitch slap Carlos. Sad they omitted that from the remake. Right.
I told you! I'm not leaving! Never!
So technically, we could do this whole ass room for the next video. The whole warehouse. Leave me alone! Nothing useful here on easy mode. I think on hard mode, there's handgun ammo. Alright. I feel like Jill runs faster than Claire and Leon do in Resident Evil 2. I would have liked to seen more about his story before he locked himself in the container. In the comics, apparently, but I'd like to see a video or DLC about it. In the comics or in the novel? I've been wanting to get the novel, S.D. Perry novels. It's hard to get your hands on them, though. I think you can get it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. That's if they're even in stock. Well, shit. Apparently you didn't get easy mode in the USA for Resi 4. Oh, really? Yeah, I think... Because then this has the arranged mode. I think the arranged mode is like the normal mode. That's like US based. I guess in Japan they just made the game easier, I guess. I'm gonna save the gunpowder, see like what kind of crazy shit we can craft. We also get infinite ink ribbons. Like easy mode for this is like insane. Like look at this. Infinite ink ribbons, magnum bullet, shotgun. It's all just there. It's just there, handed to you. It's such a stark contrast between Resident Evil 2. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's warehouse. I'm gonna say the SD novels. I got all the originals when they were in. Nice. So do you have the original covers? So I know they redid the covers to like match the games. How does Dario not get a DLC like Resident Evil 2 got one for Kendo? Oh yeah, that would be sick. Resident Evil 3 remake, man, they just fucked up, man. Alright. So, essentially, you're gonna get a little glimpse of how I do this. Unfortunately... Okay, never mind. So basically, for when I make these videos, I obviously have to put myself in the room. But I have to get a clean slate. Now, when I was playing Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1, the remakes, the newer games, you can obviously easily get a trainer mod and just customize the size of your character. And I just made it to where whatever character I was playing as so small to where it was basically invisible. But here, I can't really find a trainer mod that allows me to do that unless I'm stupid and I just don't know about it. So, since these are static camera angles that are still, I do 2 screenshots. So I'm gonna do this. And then I'm just gonna move Jill onto the left side of the screen and get another screenshot. And then basically overlap the two and mask to where it makes it look like the room is empty and no one is in there. Obviously, if you paid attention to the Resident Evil 2 video, there's a scene where I forgot to do that. And Claire is hiding. I think it's the first floor waiting room. You see Claire hiding behind that little statue. Her head's poking out. It's kind of funny. I did buy the Amazon ebook of S.D. Perry Code Veronica novel, but felt it left too much out. Oh, really? Exactly what I thought. Let's see here. Let's catch up. When they were in store. Hearing another rumor around Capcom has been giving hints that they are trying to make a successful Resident Evil Outbreak sequel. Since Resident Evil 9 mentioned stuff from it and remakes. Yeah, they've been taking a little key hints about Resident Evil Outbreak. You know, one thing that was cool about the Resident Evil 3 remake is if you go to that cop car, it seems, at least people speculated, that you hear Kevin on the radio talking about his situation going through the Outbreak. I really hope they do Outbreak. I think Outbreak games were ahead of their time, and I think they would be really cool in today's online gaming world. I did buy the Amazon ebook. Oh yeah, I already read that. Rotting Zombie on the front cover of Veronica, all of them, and they all look good. Yeah, nice. Really like how you replicate the items from the game, or like the files. Yeah. I was kind of like a last minute touch, actually. I was like, man, instead of like acting like I'm reading it, like what if I like got an actual piece of paper or like a file, and then I had a clipboard laying around. I was like, that looks almost exactly like this clipboard file that's right here in the game. I was like, I'll just use that. Adds a little more authenticity. Okay, so we got this room. There's just one angle in this room. Because a lot of times, some rooms have little hidden... Oh, wait, we got this one. We got this one right here. So we gotta see if we can... How far back we can get Jill. Oh, man. Let's see if I get a screenshot. So, quick two angles in this room. To get the screenshot. Basically, that allows you to get a clean plate to make the room look empty. You overlap those and cut them out a certain way. But essentially, if we're going to talk about this save room, then we can basically talk about this because this room's connected. Oh, right side note, possible to play Resident Evil Outbreak spinoff online, play with other people. Yeah, if you get like the Japanese version and like mod it. Actually, I have one of the Outbreak themes playing right now. But essentially, this is like connected to the save room. So like we could talk about this whole area if we wanted to. Which, I mean, why not? If I can get this screenshot. Boom. Got 19 people in chat, man. I appreciate you guys watching. We're kind of chilling, hanging out. Setting up the stuff for the new video. Hopefully it doesn't take super long to make. But, you know, it's a process. I wish I could get these videos out sooner to you guys, but it just takes time. You know what I mean? You can't rush a masterpiece. Just saying. You can actually hear crows and like wind in this room. That's weird. Isn't it not a enclosed space? That's weird. Gonna be a busy first save room, right? Hey, we gotta start with a bang sometimes, you know what I mean? Did we get this angle yet? I don't know. I never noticed that. You can actually hear wind and like crows in this room. And this room is like enclosed. Oh man, we got the stair shot. That would be really cool if I had like a really big open area for like my green screen and make it look like I go downstairs. Excited to see all the angles. And there's a lot of times where like if it's like a really massive area, I won't use every single angle, but I like to get them anyways, just in case. Let's see. There are videos out there in the forums mentioning it. That's sick. Perfection does take time, and I wonder, what about those other games like Dead Aim, Operation Javier? Any research to do there? Yeah, Dead Aim has some good save room music. It's definitely worth checking out. I was talking to my brother, you know, like doing the Outbreak games. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Outbreaks, don't they technically have save rooms? So we're going to kind of go like this and try to get her to where she's like this, maybe. I got this angle. See what I can do is like if I'm standing right here, have like some green light on me, maybe. You guys notice in the Resident Evil 2 video, if you look on the train section, where I'm like standing where that floor light is on the train, I kind of made it to where that yellow light's shining on me. Nice little touch. Let's see, let me get right here, maybe. Sorry, this probably isn't the most entertaining thing to see, but you know, I'm just might as well do it. Might as well get it all while I'm here. Entire office space and this balcony reminds me of the bulkhead area in RE3 with the Reaper approaching. Oh, really? Didn't in the remake they basically flipped, like mirrored this room? I wonder why they did that. Because, like, I didn't even notice it was the same room. It's a nice shot. Always like the wide shots. Like this right here. Wonder if we can hide Jill. Oh, look at that. We don't need to get a double. Look at that. Sometimes you can get lucky and we can hide Jill. Hide the main character successfully. You love it. Would you like to see a Resident Evil 5 remake? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I'm curious to, like, how they would do that. I mean, it seems like... Oh, man, she's kind of peeking out right there. I don't know if I got that. But, I mean, at the end of Resident Evil 4, they basically hinted at a Resident Evil 5 remake. But again, maybe Capcom's doing what they're doing in a certain order. They're doing it for a certain reason. Dude, you could put yourself up at the door with the white shot. The white shot? Is that a typo? Oh, yeah? Oh, you're talking about, well, I can't really... Yeah, I see what you're saying, though. The save room door way up there. I can, like... You can do, like, certain creative shit, man. You gotta just, like, have me, like, sitting up on top of these barrels or some shit. Have me operating the forklift. No, I'm kidding. Let's not get crazy. Alright, did I get this shot, though? Let's see here. Let's see here. Recently came across your videos about the save rooms. Really like them. I really appreciate that you try to match some of the lighting conditions when you shoot your film plate. Yeah. Try my best. Unfortunately, I don't have, like, crazy lighting setup. That is one thing that I eventually need to invest in, is a better lighting setup. That I can get more, make it look more authentic. Brother, I recently found your channel and I love the videos where you explain save rooms and whatnot. We definitely need more of those, and the editing is chef's kiss. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see, get back here. Yeah, we're getting screenshots for Resident Evil 3, working on it. And we could do a little bit maybe where we talk to Dario. Cuss him out. I don't know. Do something silly. Call him a fat ass. Call him a pussy. I don't know. It'd be really cool if you came back to this room. Well, don't you do you come back to this room and, like, this is open and it's, like, empty? It'd be cool if, like, you see, like, him dead or something. The best part of what I like is you walk in between scenes of the maps. Are those red buttons interactable? No, I think you can click on them, but it says, like, something's already on or something like that. The alarm has already been used. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. So I think we got every screenshot for the first save room, finally. I think you should spend a night in one of the RE rooms. Shit. I don't know. If I had to choose to spend the night in one save room, I don't know what it would be. Love your videos. Congratulations on 10K. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all owed to you guys, man. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. Appreciate all y'all tuning into the stream, man. Leave a like. All that good stuff if you haven't already. Lighting gear is quite expensive. Great to see how much effort you put in. Not many people would go to that extent. Yeah, that's what I kind of try to go above and beyond in the areas that I can. Because, like, why not? Love the vids, Rob. Congrats on 10K. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. need to see one with Resident Evil 4 save rooms toward the end of the game where it's literally the size of closets in the island section. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 has some crazy save rooms. More so just like typewriter's place, but I mean... Damn, I didn't dodge. That's one thing I need to work on. Have to just mow these muggers down here. I'm even shooting this guy. Oh man, this guy. Almost just want to get the shotgun. Just start blowing heads off. Oh look, another shotgun. Okay. Gotta go get Brad. I get these herbs. Love RE4 vid. Not traditionally save rooms for the most part. Yeah. I know one really good one is the lake. There's like a typewriter right there before you fight Del Lago. So that'll be a fun one. Maybe do like a little bit where like Del Lago eats my ass. Wait a second, that didn't sound right. Anyways, RE4 save room video would be cool. Yeah, for sure. David says, just wanted to say hi. Well, hello. Hope you're having a great day. Wow, I actually killed that zombie from way down court. All right. You know. It's locked. What? Whoa, we see the green herbs that are like not masked. Somebody didn't do their job. Love all the videos. Funny. Appreciate it. Hello. I don't know if we'll need all these herbs, but we're just gonna collect them, I guess. I already have, like, maximum inventory. These streets ain't safe, right? Should I wait until I get red herbs? They are just munching, bro. Do you hear them? They're just munching. That's insane. Die! How'd you come up with the idea of doing the save rooms? I actually got... Whoa. That door's glitched out. Did you guys see that? The handle. Somebody I knew actually made a video where they were... excuse me. Talking about the player homes in Skyrim. And they basically went through them and kind of like... just like explained them. Kind of just talked about them. And basically gave them a rating of like... Based off like coziness... other criteria and all that stuff, and I was like, man, that's really cool. I kind of want to do that with like content I'm doing. And I was like, how can I do that with Resident Evil? Because I've been covering Resident Evil, and I was like, well, shoot, the most iconic rooms in Resident Evil are save rooms. They're kind of like, I don't know, like technically like player homes, but they're kind of like a more cozy room. And I was originally I was just gonna take all the save rooms in each game and like rank them and like rate them based off of like their coziness and all that stuff. But I felt like it was like too plain and like it wasn't very intriguing. Like obviously it probably would have been a decent video, but I kind of was like thinking and just like, man, like what if we did something that was kind of like more intriguing, like more, not like controversial, but like something that would like make you second guess how you perceive the save room, because everybody knows like cozy comfort, you know, the music, the vibes, sometimes it's got, you know, the lighting. And I was like, well, shoot, man, you know, playing the game, like some of these save rooms aren't really all that cozy, especially if you take out the music, and some of them, you know, you guys seen the videos, actually literally aren't safe because like some zombies will spawn into them and all that stuff. And I was like, I thought that was just like a really cool idea, and that's just how it kind of came to be. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. But that's how I kind of formed that idea, and obviously it did very well. For some reason, the machine gun doesn't... Better not waste ammo. But yeah, I just didn't want to, like, just sit there and rank each save room, because I feel like that would probably get boring after a while. I wanted to kind of, like, put a twist and a spin on it.
Get away!
Deployment percentage in Skyrim. Will you make one for Code Veronica? Yeah, for sure.
Brad, hang in there.
Hang in there.
Someone doing something about this.
I didn't know you were still alive, Jill.
The police aren't trained for this kind of situation. What could they do?
Yeah, I actually have Code Veronica on a PS2 emulator, I think. And I have
What are you saying?
You'll see.
an upscaled mod on it, so it looks pretty crisp and clean. So I'll definitely have to play that. Maybe I'll do that on stream as well and run through it. And basically, like, my idea and structure is like play through the game, even if it's on like easy mode or whatever, and just kind of like hit a new save on each save room. That way I can like go back and load it up and, you know, get screenshots if I haven't already, or like certain clips of the games. But that's kind of what I want to do. What we're doing right here with Resident Evil 3, and eventually do that with Code Veronica. Does Code Veronica technically come after 3? I can't remember. I have to look up like the release order. I don't know if we'll need this or not. Went back and played and finally beat Resident Evil 0 after your video on it. Played it plenty of times but never beat it until then. Was surprised the save theme was only used 3 times, right? Resident Evil 0 theme is one of my favorites now, next to Serenity. Yeah. Resident Evil 3 or Resident Evil 0's save room theme is actually really good. Be awesome replaying Code Veronica in preparation for the remake. Nice. Came out 2000. Will you be checking out GTA 6 extended look on the 27th? Isn't that locked behind a Netflix paywall? Or some shit like that. What up? What up, brother? No, I'm probably not even gonna mess with GTA 6. Everybody and their mother is gonna be messing with that. No offense to those who enjoy GTA. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably eventually play it, but I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, so we got the lighter. So we gotta go back to that one way, right? What the hell? That zombie looked like he was going through the wall. Light his ass up! The music in Resident Evil 3 OG is just so good. So good. A few months after 2 and 3. Oh, you're talking about Veronica? Question is, which way do I go? I can't remember. Is it this way? It's hilariously locked on Netflix for 6 hours, but fools are going to be paying for it anyway. So what are we doing here? Looking at save rooms or just playing a refresher course, right? Essentially all of the above. Going through the game. I was going to see if I can get the lighter. Fuck. I don't need to use it right now. Because why? Tell me. Right. She double quick turned. She did a 360. Ladies and gentlemen. Hang on, wait for it. They're turning around. You see that? See how they're turning around? I'm not a fan of that. What the hell's happening? Shoot the barrel! What are we doing? What the fuck? We got red herbs. Oh, shit. You prefer the retcon that Spencer Marcus caused the mansion outbreak, or the original explanation that it was an actual accident? Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know. I mean, I like to think it was an accident. I feel like them intentionally doing it is kind of weird. I think the GTA 6 extended look is going to be added to YouTube after. Yeah. But it's still, like, why paywall it for 6 hours? It's just greed at that point. Because Rockstar knows they can get away with it, and they know people are willing to buy memberships or whatever subscriptions just to watch the trailer. It's like, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. You know what's odd? The enemies of Resident Evil. Shouldn't any trace of damage from mutants should infect you? Makes you think that the green herb cure it. Well, isn't the lore that, like, Jill is immune? Or some shit? I don't know. I can't remember. Well, we have another save room. Is this the second save room? And it's like another closet, like in Resident Evil 2. We have so many healing items. What's going on? Oh, let's see. I remember getting Resident Evil 1 for Christmas, and as soon as I saw that zombie eating Kenneth, I turned off the game and put it in the closet. Damn. Traumatized for life. I missed this game so much. Lost it somewhere in the channel of time. Congrats on 10K. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lore is that the T-Virus isn't 100% effective. Okay. 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 Let's get our screenshots. So far, we're 2 for 2 with the music. So that's nice. Not everyone gets infected via the rat's water. You'll see later in this game. Thought the same thing. Never cared for the retcon. Just memory hold it out for existence. They do have the Resident Evil 9 Raccoon City side effect. Yeah. RCS. I wonder how much they're going to expand on that. That's why I'm excited to see what this story expansion is, but they're really making us wait so long for it. Alright, we're going to save. So nothing too crazy about this save room, unless we can probably make it more interesting if we talk about how, like, the dogs are outside and the fire, and I think Nemesis shows up later in this area. I don't know, should we put the assault rifle away? We're getting low on ammo. If you're going to play CVX for a video, the GameCube version might be better. By the way, it's generally better, and there's even a widescreen hack for it that's appealing for making a vid from it. I have I think it's a PS2 emulation of it, and it's got like an upscaled texture mod on it. I could probably throw it up later if you plan on sticking around just to see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. I don't know if it's widescreen or not. I can't remember. Fucking dogs. Like wasting ammo, but you know what? Whatever. Is this someone's office? Like there's a desk in there? Yeah, let's actually take a look. Let's say I can skip doors. Fine. That dog's still alive? Maybe I do a bit where those dogs attack me. Yeah, it's like a storage closet or some shit. Got like desks with like junk piled up. What a save room. Got a chair. Some posters. Can't even. It looks like maybe that's a map. I don't know. Again, not a whole lot to talk about. What is that right there? On the floor. What is that, a bird cage up top? I don't know. Yeah, not a whole lot to talk about, but we'll figure something out. Alright. Let's move on. You see some trash bags over here. That's pretty cool. If the dog is still alive when you come out. Burger Kong. You see that everywhere, bro. This upscale graphics do look nice. That's locked behind the lockpick. We got to go to the RPD. I will say, man, that's one of the biggest crimes of the Resident Evil 3 remake. Not letting Jill go to the RPD, man. Congratulations on 10K. Awesome videos. Keep up the awesome work. Which Resident Evil 3 do you like, the OG or the remake? For me, I prefer the OG since you can make different choices. Yeah, Resident Evil 3 OG is miles ahead of the remake. True scary zombie is the larva zombie from Zero. Moves uncanny, it's double joint legs, doesn't help either. Just chilling in the janitor's closet, right? I want to make build. Oh my goodness. We could do a bit right here where we like make a choice. What's the options? What do we do? Fight with a monster or enter the police station? I'm sure we can make something funny out of this. Holy sheesh. Hey, Jill. You're gonna get hit now. Oh, you didn't. Okay. I kind of want to, like, maybe, like, screen record this area. And then, like, get screenshots of this area. Because it's right outside the RPD. Is there still a save room in this one? I think it is. The typewriter should still be there, right? Same angle. Do you feel in RE9 some of Leon's gameplay felt tacked on like the tracker? I wish Leon... Yeah, I mean, I talked about that in a previous video, in a live stream. It felt super forced. Go to swing on him to one-tap him, and he gets your ass instead. Because I'd be one-shotting zombies in the videos. That'd be funny as fuck. But yeah, I didn't care for the tracker and the box and all that stuff. I felt like that could have been refined. Like, because Resident Evil 4 has the merchant and all that stuff. And I just didn't really care for it. Like, I don't know. Ooh. This main wall is way scarier than Resident Evil 2 1. The door banging, the scratches on Marvin's door like RE2. Yep. It's all boarded up. It's all boarded up. I gotta say, though, this mod isn't looking as good as the Resident Evil 2 one. Isn't that strange? I wonder if there's a different mod that I can get. Because I'm starting to notice and kind of compare to the Resident Evil 2 mod that I got. But I'm going to go ahead and save it. Kind of feels AI art looking. Like it's very smudgy. I don't have a freaking ink ribbon on me. Love that. Herbs by the main door. Let's go around, right? Nemesis just wants to be your friend. Still looks good, yeah. Cut too much out of the original, right? Could always do that old trick where the monster hits you and you ragdoll at Mach 5. Yeah. And Nemesis just smacks me off screen. Trying to pick up this handgun ammo. Can't get it. What's going on here? Bro, really? I think it would have been better if Leon just found out more guns and attachments as you explored the game instead of the tracker. Yeah. I also didn't care for, like, New Game Plus. Like, you have to buy the gun out of the box instead of, like, just picking it up naturally. It threw me way off. It's all boarded up. We gotta go this way. Well, as soon as I get an ink ribbon, I'm trying to go back and... Yeah, see, we're getting a weird glitch with, like, the door handles glitching through the door. So I might have to look into a different mod. Fatally wounded. But he's not dead. Did you ever get rank 1 for Leon? Nah, I didn't play it that much. I played it a few times and got bored of it. Dust of Flesh one. Nemesis just wants to talk about extending your car's... nothing more. What's the code? I can't even remember. It's not 2236, is it? Is it like random or some shit? Oh wait, I'm retarded. I got a freaking... I have the key card already. I forgot. It's Brad's wallet. I'm an idiot. I'm just ready for the story expansion for Resident Evil 9, and I hope it delivers. Same music. Did talk about how the dark room provides alternate costumes and for Claire a gun, right? 0131. 0131. 0131. Is it finally confirmed that Wesker had a thing for Rebecca Chambers? Yeah, I don't know. They could have been added saves and locked lockers. Instead of the tracker, yeah, I felt the same way about the tracker, yeah. Oh yeah, I mentioned the hype. 0131. I can't remember. You can't even really get into a whole lot of rooms that are in Resident Evil 2. Just this little section. What if Rebecca had a thing for Daddy Wesker? Fair assessment. 4011, 4312, 0513. Here are all the other codes for the lockers in RPG. Oh, snap. Ivy Zombie coming in clutch. Hey. Yeah, so this is not the same mod that I have for Resident Evil 2, which is weird. I figured it's named the same, but I just didn't do the same stuff. Unless I'm missing something. So I'll have to look into that. We're in the dark room again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I should cover it again. I mean, it's basically the same. I'll just, like, mention it for 2 seconds and then move on to the next. Oh, wait, we have a diary. What is this? Hold on. There might be something new here. I've always played these games on original hardware. Watching these modded games has made me start rethinking that. I'm about to get out the pistol. I got shotgun shells. I didn't even... When did we grab those? What if they remade Resident Evil 1 but with no fixed camera angles? I mean, I feel like that's a given. If they remake it, they're gonna have to do over the shoulder. What's this document? David's memo. My sanity is at its end. I still can't believe this is happening. We lost another man yesterday. Mayer? One of our better marksmen. He saw me panic once. We were overrun, but the zombies... But he came back to save me. Time to came return. The debt. I ran. I could still hear him calling out my name. I could still hear the screams coming from behind. The sound of his flesh being stripped from its bones. I was afraid. Terrified. It's the 27th. The fight to stay alive continues. It took out several zombies who managed to break through the barricades. Now I'm cutting through the chill with whiskey, unloading my Mossberg on anything undead. That shotgun's become a close friend of mine. I've blasted many a zombie into fertilizer with it. Damn! I don't remember this! We've lost 13 men as of yesterday. In 3 hours, we will bicker over trivial things in the meeting room. It's a total waste of time. When I finish this bottle, my old friend Mossberg will be turning one last body into fertilizer. Peace at last. I can hardly wait. Damn! Oh, shit! This guy's a savage. Wow. That's something to cover. Do a series where you reading the files and analyzing them too? Hell yeah. Smudgy, smooth look could be the result of denoising artifacts. If you denoise images too much, they appear painterly. Some of these AI upscalers also do something akin to denoise. Yeah. Which save room would you consider the most safe in Resident Evil 3? That's a good question. We might have to answer that after we beat this game. Because I can't remember all of them. Yeah, the mod that I got, I think it was called like Rebirth for Resident Evil 2. Like if you go back and compare, like especially the dark room here. Like that, like it doesn't look like this. Can I pull up Resident Evil 2 at the same time? Let's try to do something fancy here. That even Nemesis can't break through? Let me see something here. This might break my PC, I don't know. You're gonna hear, we can hear Resident Evil 3, but we're gonna, yep, you know.
Resident Evil 2.
One of the clock tower ones at the top. How's that safe when Nemesis is right there and like shows up on the balcony? How is that safe? Where is the dark room at, my guy? I'm just want to show you how different they look. Look. Look at that. Can I Alt-Tab? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? That looks different. Why does that look so much better? I must have the wrong mod installed. I feel like Resident Evil 9 basically confirmed that the Outbreak files will be getting a remake. I hope so. What point in the game we are, right? Looks like denoising me. Yeah, I don't know. It, like, look at the camera. And the typewriter has so much more detail. Like, everything looks smudged and like, I don't know. It's different. It's, like, you figured it'd be the same image. I guess I just don't have the right thing. Got a dip, but it was cool to catch it live again. Congrats on 10K. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to Ivy. Alright. Let's continue this. So we've already worked with this one, so okay. I'll put the ink ribbon up, and we'll keep it going. Zone Sky says, I love the save room videos, and one thing I'd love for you to also touch upon would be the music played in the save rooms, excuse me. Each one is designed for the specific game theme. You know, funny enough, why did Claire turn? I was switching between Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, comparing the screenshots or the rendered backgrounds. My Resident Evil 2 mod looks so much better than my Resident Evil 3 one. I don't think I have the right one installed. So that's why you were seeing that. Sorry if that confused you. But I do have a video like pre-planned talking about the music of Resident Evil, specifically how the music for the original Resident Evils are just so much better than the newer ones, and how they have more of an impact on the game than the newer Resident Evil games. So I don't know if that's exactly what you're meaning, but it's basically me doing a deep dive on the music for the original games and kind of comparing how they delivered so much more on the atmosphere compared to the newer ones. Something to look forward to. I don't know how long that video is going to take because it could be a doozy. Resident Evil 9, I know Leon is supposed to have the bigger arsenal, but do you wish Grace had more than just a handgun and a magnum? Oh, that's a hot take. Hey. I agree and disagree. Fair point. Well, I mean, again, it's obviously an opinion, but I feel like the original, like, I mean, it's for the save rooms, for instance, what you're hearing right now, you know? I feel like that does so much more in capturing the vibe and essence and the mood and, like, kind of translates how you should feel when you're in these environments compared to what, like, the later entries. Like, for instance, like, Resident Evil 5, like, obviously there's moments of, like, really cool music and scores, but, like, I feel like later on in the series, the music kind of turned more to, like, a more over-the-top cinematic feel. Like, obviously there's exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, like, every soundtrack, like, every piece of music and soundtrack in Resident Evil 2 and 3 has meaning behind it, and it forces you to feel a certain way. Whereas, like, I don't know, like, Resident Evil 5, 6, even 7 and 8 and 9, it's more like, now, obviously, again, like I said, there's exceptions to the rule. There's certain things that stand out, but yeah, Resident Evil 5 menu music and store music is awesome. Yeah, it's like really good music, but it's like, I don't know. It's like there's a difference between like being really good music and then like music that's like making you feel something, or, you know, making you feel a certain way, or captures the vibe and essence of like what the game is kind of wanting you to feel. Because again, back then, you know, these games could only do so much for like the atmosphere, and like I feel like the music is more of the heavy lifting. I think the upscale mods are overhyped, so much smoothing, and yeah, this one right here for Resident Evil 3 isn't that great. I enjoyed the one that I had for Resident Evil 2. Yeah, Resident Evil 6 is like checkpoints and autosaves. So much zombies up here. But yeah, I definitely have a video planned that I wanted to do. Been wanting to do for a while, talking about the music. But I'm not exactly sure when that will come out. Oh yeah, the fat zombie. Yeah, look at the statue in the background. Oh, that's so annoying. I thought I had a better mod installed. That's why I don't, like... And I'm not going to continue to do this, but I want to show you guys the difference. He's just big boned, right? Do you like that they modify the music for each game in the remake? Like, the RE4 save music is different from the original? Yeah, I mean, I like that they have the original soundtrack available too. I don't care that it's, like, locked behind a paywall. But...
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, so I'm definitely... I'm kind of upset that I don't have... Why this mod looks different. See, look. You have so much more detail on this whiteboard. The darkroom sign looks cleaner. The windows busted. That's added, I'm pretty sure, but... I'm gonna switch back and forth. Like, look at this. You can tell that's the statue right there. Hang on a second. What is this? What am I looking at? Ugh. Oh well. Yeah. We'll rock with it though. How many mods are there to make Resident Evil 2 and 3 look good? I want to say it's like an accumulation of like maybe 3 mods. The Seamless HD is, well, was heavily influenced or reliant on AI upscaling. That's kind of why you have these like smudgy look to it, and the like everything looks smudgy. But there's a Rebirth mod that, if I'm not mistaken, was actually like hand-drawn. And that's why it looks more clear. And that's what I thought I had installed for Resident Evil 3, but I guess not. Very interested to see how they will handle the changing of the Code Veronica music in the remake. That's very unique. Yeah. Have their own little twist on it. I'm sure they'll have, and they better have an original soundtrack option. But of course, they'll probably be behind a paywall. Let's see, what do we get? A grenade launcher or Magnum? Nice. Nice. Okay, nothing else in here, right? There's some ammo. Alright. Berry.
No! Come anyone! Our platoon is cut off! No survivors found! This is Carlos! Send in support immediately!
You can see the red blip on the head, and the upscale does not show it. Oh, really? So you just grab the lockpick and head out, don't you? Just say it's the last boarded up. But see, it's like, well, if this was boarded up and then you take the boards down, I wonder what they did with it. It'd be cool if, like, if you've seen the boards laying down on the ground in Resident Evil 2. statues aren't even there. Seems to be nils from the other side. Oh shit. If you're thinking of Classic Rebirth, that's not an upscale or texture mod, so it must be combined with something else. Either way, definitely something better than this, I think. Right? Well, yeah, you've seen how good it looks in Resident Evil 2, the mod I have in Resident Evil 2. I could have sworn I got the same exact thing, but maybe not. Oh my goodness! Can you go through that other door? He's probably gonna be like right in there. Better run to the safe room. Right. Psych. So you can go through this way. What I'm excited for in Code Veronica Remake is them giving an actual likable character to Steve Burnside. I feel like if they make it more likable, his death will hit me harder, right? Oh my goodness. He's so fast, bro. You see how the doorknobs are like glitching? Oh, okay, so this is where you get the key card. Whose key card is it? It's Jill's. Or her badge. I know, I gotta work on the timing on the dodge, but managed to get it. Voice acting for the Ashford character as well, and they always interested to see new Albert Wesker. Yeah. He's zooming. Oh my gosh. I dodged and still got hit by what? You just killed that animal. Oh! Can we go this way? Oh, it's blocked off. We got red herbs, though. That's kind of cool. Also, Hunk. Does he have more than a 10-second cameo? Or is this okay? I love Hunk, but... yeah, if they're going to bring back Hunk, hopefully he isn't in it for like a short little bit. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm dodging and still getting hit. Damn it. You get some red herbs at least. What if there's a Mr. X mod as the Kool-Aid Man? I wouldn't be surprised. He's so fast. At that point, why not have Leon physically appear? He's already brought up name. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that would be cool if Leon showed up physically. But then again, you'd be like, oh, Leon's already has so many games. And it's like, so what? Have him make a cameo appearance, you know what I mean? I say, like, Claire already mentions him, sends him an email in the original. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I probably should have stopped by the dark room, but, you know, whatever. We have herbs right here. Would you have liked a boss fight with Xeno? Oh, yeah. Who knows, maybe we'll get that in the story expansion. I don't know. I don't know what they plan on doing. If they're gonna, like, go back in time. I've heard, like, it's gonna be based off of, like, Alyssa. And then, like, other stuff. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I feel like Xeno definitely... because, like, someone mentioned, like, if you skip the cutscenes, like, Xeno just is non-existent. It's crazy. We'll definitely do something with this little area. Nemesis. And the little... what would you call that? Like a courtyard? I don't know. Such a cool shot. Use the lockpick. Ah, yes. Mercenary's Diary. September 1st, following 6 months of extensive training, my body age has returned. We need the wrench to get that dude. I have so many healing items. It's crazy. But I should... First time Nemesis followed me into another room, I almost had a panic attack. I still do. He's just so fast. It's crazy. We're about to come up to another save room, aren't we? Past this parking garage. There's a lot more dogs in this game. Can't even... I like those dogs are kind of like lickers. They don't get aggro until you get close. Or if you're being too loud. Like stargazing. Alright, let's stash away all this stuff. So much handgun ammo, it's crazy. Do we need the lighter anytime soon? Well, it's kind of a smaller save room, but I mean, it's kind of nice. The big old plant right there in the corner. Only 2 camera angles here. Some handgun ammo. I think you need more. I just picked up 2 stacks. 60. Yeah, you get a lot of ammo, especially on easy. What is this room called? What does it call it? Let's see. This is called the parking lot. We got the dark room, the alley, the warehouse. We do have the main hall, but we didn't have typewriter or ink ribbon. A door on each side makes it feel unsafe. Right? And there's no way to miss this save room. You kind of have to go through this area. A couple of dogs right outside. Well, shit, doesn't in that parking lot, when you go back, doesn't the floor, like, cave in? And, like, you have to fight the earthworm or whatever. Hey, look, more dogs. Oh! Oh! I'm gonna be honest, all 3 of those were accidental. I love how R3 doesn't make you feel entirely safe. I suppose most of the RE themes don't, but Nemesis nails that feeling. Yeah. Can you really call any save room nice in these games, though? Right. Gravedigger. There are a lot of dogs in this game. Trying to shoot that thing. Alright, you know what I mean? Trying trying to shoot. There's another one. Well. You can't dodge and then get attacked. I kinda got that dodge on point. Kinda. I'm just gonna run past these guys. I call them brain suckers. Are they like drain demos or whatever? Not the actual name. Scum! Pick up these herbs just in case. Alright. Biohazard 4 poster. There's Grill 13. Trying to save all the gunpowder. Can't you craft like enhanced? City guy. Okay. With that fire hook.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie.
What's that?
My name's Carlos. Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
0 toilets in the
Came
original
all the way out here
RPD
to
and
save you
RE2.
civilians,
Yeah.
But the mission went bad the minute we landed.
How did he find me?
Great heavens! Alright, what do we do? Run into the basement or hide inside the kitchen? Run to the basement. I don't have, like, an arsenal. That's why Mr. X walks in. I wonder if there's any... Oh, wow. The water is actually rising. A freezer. That's nice. What the hell are we supposed to do?
Follow me.
Okay. Zombies are the hardest to dodge from me. We just decided to go back up and have a conversation with the Nemesis, Carlos. Is that what we just did? Huh? Hey, man. He did wreck shop, huh? Can we just get out? Shit.
I need to ask you something. Why did Umbrella send your team here?
Our mission is to rescue the civilians.
Yeah, I forgot, dude.
Considering Umbrella caused all this in the first place, those liars!
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands.
Hell of an idea.
No time for talking. If you can believe me, then join us. Think about it.
Fantastic. To be fair, there's another save room right here. But what I was saying is, like, I wonder if there's any save rooms. I wonder if there's any save rooms, like, hidden behind certain choices that you make. Rusted crank. Kind of want to like not have the handgun. I kind of want to like do some damage. Oh, we do have AR rounds. So many things. Gotta save. Why would anyone ever believe Umbrella? I don't know. Alright. It looks like it's like a bicycle pump that's on the ground. Like a tire pump. I can't remember the guide into crafting certain ammo. There's gunpowder B. In every new game plus, there's an extra 2 inventory space. Yeah, because every time you play a new game, you have to find the hit pouches, right? You don't start with like max inventory. I didn't need to use all that, but whatever. Alright, so Nemesis is right out here. Who do you think would be a good pick for Krauser? Dolph Lundgren in his prime would have been good. Yeah? Yeah, if they did Krauser now, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure who like a famous actor would be good for Krauser. Okay, I can't remember where I'm supposed to go. You go this way to the post office? Oh no, I just came out that way, so we gotta go the other way. Yo, what's up, Beta? Save Room King himself, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. Also, Tom Hardy, maybe? Eh, that probably could work. Ah, you mother. I could probably see Tom Hardy. Speaking of RE movies, kind of wish we got the Romero RE2 movie. I think we saw the script or something somewhere and it was different, but still would have liked to see it. Yeah. Yeah, what could have been. That's why I'm just kind of trying to be optimistic with this Zach Cregger film. I just hope he doesn't botch it too much, but we'll see. It's a more modern take on it, so. A close-up of a zombie. Scoop on the backside. What is that for? Scoop? Alright. It's just crazy how much more relentless Nemesis is in the original. Yeah, Tom Hardy is really good. Thing. Right. Whoa, did you guys see that? I just saw 2 really small red herbs. Was that a glitch? Too bad this isn't a save room. This would be like so cool to go over. The place is trashed. Read the whole Romero script for the first movie. It stays fairly faithful to the first game. Oh, really? Look, there's 2 really small red herbs right here. What's up with that? But they're not right there. Are they like clipping through the bottom floor? That's crazy. Oh shit! Back up, man. Oh my gosh, the fire stopped. Did you ever see Tom Hardy in the film Lock? He was incredible in that. I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah, I wonder what was up with those red herbs, though. That's crazy. Like, maybe, I thought maybe they were, like, on the bottom floor or something. Chris Hansen will play Nemesis? What the fuck? That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so we have both. I need to go get the blue jewel gem. Open up this gate. Raccoon City Hall. Raccoon. You say raccoon or raccoon? There's a lot of AI smudginess on this mod. That's unfortunate. Maybe after I'm done playing, I'll look into a better mod. Need the blue gem. Okay. Of course. Jill, don't aim. You don't have to aim after you dodge. You could just dodge and run. Come on now. Dude just has so much reach. It's an unfair advantage. It's a hell of a locking mechanism just to go into City Hall. It's like, what are we hiding in here? Alright. We have to go that way. We go this way. Oh, the gas station. Ah, we don't have the crank. Okay. Is that for the rusted? Does the rusted crank go there, or is that the other one? Can't remember. I know you're not dead. Not until I see that blood. Bill Cosby as Nism. No, that's crazy. Raccoon City full of suspicious puzzle, a normal citizen could not solve. Right? It's like, I guess, you lose one gem, you're out of luck. Screw it. Have this on my Nintendo GameCube. Nice. I was wanting to get me a GameCube because I seen one at a disc replay, but man, they've gone up in price so much. Why can't I shoot the barrel? What's going on here? I just want to shoot the barrel. There we go. Hello. Alright. I think I took damage from that. Now, I was gonna say, that's the semi from Resident Evil 2. You can see the Aruka's sign. That's crazy. You see the last escape mod for Resident Evil 3, it looks really good, but no playable. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, actually. It's pretty cool that they're... Well, shot that one on accident. Leave it to the modders, to make a better version. But yeah, I can't wait to have a playable version, man. Neo's supporting from Argentina. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Really enjoy your Resident Evil videos. Resident Evil 4 videos are my favorite. Is there RE4 series done? No. Like I said earlier, eventually I'm gonna get back to it. I'm just having fun with the Resident Evil save rooms. I know we got to still cover that castle. You can have the internet connection on the Nintendo GameCube. Oh, really? But yeah, I was gonna get a GameCube, but like, I remember last year seeing a GameCube for like $80, and now they're like doubled in price. Which is ridiculous.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team.
Yeah, that last escape mod's gonna be a game changer.
How did a girl like
Especially if they
Hey,
bring back the clock tower and all that.
I'm a member of STARS.
stars?
Stars.
You mean the RPD special?
The RPD.
Hey, is someone wounded back there?
Somebody. Should have grabbed the cable.
Oh, this looks bad.
They're coming. Get ready. Fire.
Dino Crisis with static camera angles and first-person view? Yeah, that'd be interesting. I wonder if Capcom is ever going to plan on remaking those games.
It's gonna be okay.
Which modern RE game is your favorite? Mine is 7. 7 is really good. Me and the wife enjoy playing that one. Yeah, 7 is good. Would you consider the remakes more modern, or is those separate? Because yeah, 7's good.
No. Don't come any closer. Stay away.
This dude is traumatized.
So, Jill, did you decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only
Games are an
ones to
arm and a
survive.
leg now too.
We should
Yeah.
work together.
Like even a Nintendo 64 is up there, which I mean I guess that makes sense because it's older, but like
But Sergeant, we need her help.
like just last year, like GameCubes were going for like 80, and now they're like
Miles hurt bad.
100 plus.
If
It's
we don't
crazy.
cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Modern games for me is Resident Evil 2 remake for me. But
Fine.
RE4 OG is
Then
my
let's go
favorite.
over that.
Nice.
We're moving to the clock tower area.
I can agree with you.
Designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's
I don't think I've played those 6 Pro Wrestling.
I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst.
Yeah.
That works for me. Good plan, sir.
Okay, people.
Yeah, 2 and 4 remake and 7.
Jill, put this on.
I already have extended inventory, but okay. Got the wrench. We can get the hose to put out the fire. Also, Fear Effect. I'm not sure if I've played that. Fear Effect. Who made Fear Effect? Did Capcom make that? So is that cop car right there? Is that the one that Leon and Claire were in? 3 WWE games and the Legend of Wrestling trilogy. Oh, okay. Requiem was really good. Actually became my favorite game in the series. Yeah, Requiem's fun, but I don't know. I felt like it was just missing something. But maybe that's just me being like a diehard fan. Maybe I overhyped it myself, but I feel like it kind of let me down a little bit. It's still, like I said, it's still a fun game. It plays good. It's got cool elements to it. I need to go back and play it on Insanity. The original Xbox never got Biohazard? Really? No Resident Evil game? That's crazy. I think it's just... Yeah, you're right. No Squaresoft? Oh, okay. Okay, so what is up here? This is a gas station. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So I gotta go back. Backtrack. Love that. Well. Alright. Now I could get this. Is the Fear Effect game, is it kind of like play like Resident Evil and Dino Crisis? Hey, to the part with the giant spider. I have arachnophobia. I'm scared if they remake Resident Evil 1. Yeah, that black tiger will get you. I mean, I have a little bit of arachnophobia, but it's nothing like crazy. Yo, what's up, Allie? Biohazard 5 needs to be remade. Yeah, I'm sure eventually it will be. Eidos. I'll have my copy to confirm. Nice. Okay. So I need to take that wrench back to that water hose. I don't know if I need... Biohazard 6 needs to be remade. Plays the same. But I might have to check that out. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm just killing everybody. Forgot to say congratulations. I thank you. Again, man, without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So I should be thanking y'all. Congratulating y'all. Well, I love how you were uppercutting zombies into oblivion. Right. Try to be creative as much as I can. Gotta figure out what kind of crazy stuff I'm gonna do in this video. Sweet Home from 1989. Isn't Sweet Home what Resident Evil was based off of? I think I'm going the wrong way. Technically, I can go through here, right? Right? Or am I mistaken? I think I'm mistaken. I think it goes all the way around. How do you do the green screen effect of your videos? It's really cool. Well, it's called like chroma keying, where basically if you have like a solid green background or like I guess it really technically any color, and you just, you know, have to have like editing software and yeah, just chroma key it and kind of just keys out everything that's that color. Oh, I didn't want to take it. Old NES game, yeah. Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street video game. Yeah. Survival horror RPG. Playing an anime? Oh, really? I feel like I'm getting turned around. Yeah, go back to City Hall. Go back to the City Hall. When will Nemesis appear again? I'm not exact. I'm sure it won't take long. He was just in this area. Played the PlayStation. Oh my goodness. Ooh, dodge those doggies. Made my Jill dressed up like Regina from Dino Crisis. Yeah, I could get that outfit too. This is how we get the battery, right? Yeah. Okay. Be cool if we got a Don Mancini child to play. It sounds like you just want a video game for all the classic horror titles. Which, fair. Okay. Make our way back. Them dogs are going nuts. Something felt off in Requiem, like it started out as one game, started out like survival horror with Grace, and then they add Leon at the end and blended the two playstyles together. So, Jason Voorhees. Yeah, I mean, speaking on Requiem, man, like, and I think I've said this before in a previous stream or a video, I felt like Capcom just went the more safe route to guarantee sales and success for the game, which kind of feels not that great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Leon. I think it's cool that he's a part of the game and the story, especially since, you know, the Raccoon City Syndrome. But it almost seems like Capcom just wasn't the most confident in their new character, Grace Ashcroft, which maybe they were afraid that like the same thing that happened with Ethan would happen with her, but also like they already had her tied to a main character, to the lore, being Ashcroft. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just seems weird that like they just kind of threw Leon in there to kind of like guarantee like the game will be successful and like people would like it. Because maybe they thought like not everybody would like just playing as Grace, maybe. We didn't know who Grace Ashcroft was until they said it was Alyssa's daughter. Well, I mean, if, you know, I mean, I kind of caught on to it from the announcement trailer once she said Ashcroft. I mean, I didn't know, like, specifically it was her daughter, but it was definitely a connection there. Yeah, Resident Evil Outbreak. But I think Capcom, I don't know. I kind of, like, don't want to, like, dog on Requiem too much, but at the same time, it's like, it seemed as though at first Capcom was taking a risk in bringing back a character connected to Outbreak, and like taking a risk with this Raccoon City syndrome and kind of going back to Raccoon City after it was bombed is like something kind of new, but also something familiar. And then like I feel like they didn't fully deliver on the premise that they were hyping up. Like, yeah, we go back to the RPD, but like barely. And then we have this Raccoon City syndrome that was kind of hinting at the possibility of returning characters, and the only people that show up is like Sherry in a few cutscenes and obviously Leon. It's like, well, what about every other character that was in Raccoon City? Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like you almost like made this whole elaborate plot line just to bring back Leon. Why not bring back everybody else? Like, I feel like they could definitely, and I hope this is what they do, maybe with the story expansion, is kind of like set up a plot line to where they can have a reason to bring back all of these legacy characters and play as them again. Or have them, you know, maybe passing the torch. I don't know. But I feel like they should have been more confident in Grace and like having her have a larger role, because it almost like feels like when you get to a certain point in Requiem, it basically becomes Leon's game, which kind of felt off to me. Need some more ammo. Totally agree with your take on Requiem. They didn't feel confident with Grace, so they put Leon in there to stay safe. Right. Do you stream the whole game? Because I'm going to get my popcorn. I don't know if I'll have time to finish the whole game. We're kind of getting sidetracked here, talking, which ain't no big deal. I kind of enjoy chatting with you guys. Kind of cool to engage with the community, like, head on. Rather than through the comments section. Let's see here. We got the battery and the wrench, so I'm gonna get some heals. Whoa. You think the remake for Code Veronica might say something that we don't know? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I think the game is too short. They essentially two separate games that are 4 or 5 hours each. I would have liked 2 separate games. Yeah, they should have done. This is what they should have done. And that's what I was hoping they would do. Because when they announced Leon and how, like, he's going through the same areas and shit as Grace. So, like, they should have been, like, dead-ass confident in this new character since she's already established. People were behind Grace from the beginning. Like, okay, we like this, like, down, like, grounded horror. Like, she's barely getting through. She's scared as shit. And then she's connected to a character from an Outbreak game that people previously thought was not canon, but this is kind of like making it canon. So it's like, okay, we're doing something new here with the Resident Evil lore. Let's see where this goes. And they should have like stuck with Grace, give her more character development, push her through the game, you know, allow her to get over her fears, which she kind of does, but I feel like it could have been even more, because if I'm not mistaken, she doesn't even technically kill what's her name, that boss. Obviously, eventually Leon, I can't remember. I don't want to like say something that's incorrect, but I feel like she could have been more developed, and we could have stuck with her, had her scenario, and then I wish they had a separate Leon scenario where it's his side of the story, rather than doing this jumping back and forth between characters, because I got mad vibes similar to, and maybe they even got inspired by The Last of Us Part 2, where you're jumping from like Ellie to Abby, and it's like Granted, that game is very different, a very different vibe, but I don't know. I feel like that's what they should have done. They should have had their own... Leon and Grace should have had their own separate scenarios. That way they could be both more fleshed out and you're not like hopping back and forth. I don't know. I don't really care for like the hopping back and forth characters. Even though I'm sure we'll probably get that again in Veronica because you do that with Claire and Chris. And I think Steve for like a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of games that like has like another section, like a separate section with like a character, but I feel like Resident Evil Requiem kind of did it a little too much. So I'm all for more Leon games, best character, but there are others that would be so cool to see again. Right, there's so many other characters that they could have brought back that could have like had a little bit more, like, I don't know, meaning. Like again, I mean, Leon's connected to the RBD. It's cool as shit that he went back to the RBD, but it still makes you wonder, like, what's going on with all these other characters? Are they infected with RCS? Are they already cured? Because at the end of the game, you know, Leon says he has a batch with Sherry's name on it, so it's like, okay, I guess she's getting cured, and they'll probably mass produce this cure, and then I guess everybody's fine back to normal. Like, did we just make this plot point for no reason? I kind of hope they continue it and bring back characters. I don't know. Much as I love Leon, I wish Grace was the main protagonist in Requiem. Do you think the next video will drops for Save Room RE3? I don't know. I can't give a date. I mean, I still got to play through the game and get screenshots and all that stuff, write the script. Be cool if Leon Kennedy was against the Nemesis. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, that's another thing. Like, the enemies returning. Like, we got Lickers and Mr. X. Like, I wish we had further mutated bioweapons. Like someone mentioned the Hunters before. Like, I wish they brought back Lickers, but like, I don't know, more advanced. I don't know. Obviously nitpicking and just griping, but it is what it is. Oh, where am I at? I gotta go put this battery in. But one thing that I am hoping and looking forward to is that the story expansion kind of... I just hope it isn't lazily done. I mean, if it's being delayed, they have more time to work on it, so maybe it'll be really, really good. Don't know. But I gotta figure out how to get back to that room for the battery. It's through here, right? Okay. Okay. No boy. Hey. I want to shoot this thing off. Nice. No. This is where the battery goes, right? Okay. Hopping back and forth between Grace and Leon felt a bit sloppy. Having a scenario for Grace and Leon would have been... Yeah. That would have been really cool, man. Can you imagine if they brought the scenario system back? That'd be cool. Ah, okay. There's a barrel there. I was gonna save that for Nemesis, but okay. Gunpowder. The beginning was great, going through the hospital first as Grace and Leon was really cool, but I had killed everything as Grace on my first run. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a zapping system, too. Yeah, dude, I mean, first playthrough was awesome. Especially the Chronic Care Center playing as Grace. Like, I would play that section for, like, hours. Yeah, you definitely gave that old Resident Evil vibe. Alright, I can't remember this one. Wow, first try? Oh, nothing happened. Said 100, I thought I got it. What do you have to get it to? Did it tell me over there? What does it say over here? 15 volts, 25 volts. Okay. I also wish Leon had more time in the care center. Yeah. Peak art, Grace's section or peak RE, yeah. Eventually we'll get it. Nice. Nice. What do we got here? The fuse. Should we fry him? We gotta fry him. We gotta pop their heads. Yeah, love it. Oh, so you can open up this one too. Huh. Huh. Thank you playing RE3 now for getting ready for next savers. Yes. 3 months later, into the healthcare, Leon in the game turned from evil to resident good. Grace's voice actor added so much to it. Yeah. Apparently they're going to be at Gamescom, which is later this month, I think. Oh shit, this is where you get the Magnum. Okay. I didn't know that. Alright, let's get out of here. I got they're all wearing the same exact clothes. You ready for Nemesis? Someone was wanting to see Nemesis. We're about to see him. I think. No? I thought he's on the roof, and he jumps down. Okay. Someone just messaged something in a different language. Fortunately, I do not know what that says. Try to go back to use that wrench on the water hose.
Out of my way.
Oh, you can take emergency. Ah, okay. Oh, hello. The fact that Grace, based on the voice actor's appearance, makes the meet and greet convention more immersive. Oh, yeah. Your words are mirrored on that thing. Oh, you're talking about the whiteboard? Yeah, it's just flipped for the game screen. Let's put the Magnum. We got 2 Magnums. Too bad you can't dual wield. That'd be insane. We need that. Let's put all this gunpowder up. Unfortunately, I am going to save and end the stream here, guys. All I have time for today. But it's been fun. I'm just going to save right here. We'll have to continue this some other time, though. Hopefully I can get this other mod that looks cleaner. I don't like the whole smudginess. I don't know if it's like AI or what the deal is, but so I don't want that to look like that in the video. The Resident Evil 2 mod that I had looked really nice. Hopefully I can get that going. Let me switch this over. Playing without taking damage? No, I'm not that good. I haven't played this in so long. Final Fantasy is at 11. Fun. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. But again, like I said, that's all I got time for, guys. I appreciate all y'all tuning in, man. We have like a total of 28 people in the stream. Shout out to you guys, man. Again, thank you all for 10,000 subscribers. It's still crazy and hard to believe that we hit that goal. And we're just gonna keep going from there. They need to give us Resident Evil 3 remake, right? I mean, that's essentially what that Last Escape mod is gonna be. You know, if you're lucky and fortunate enough to have Resident Evil 3 remake on PC, man, that's definitely something to look forward to. Played over 500 hours. Holy smokes. That's insane. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Like the stream. Helps the channel out. Everything helps. If you haven't already, hype up that Resident Evil 2 save room video. Man, there's only a couple of days left before you can hype it. Because I think after a video's out for a week, you can't hype it anymore. But it's growing. It's hitting that leaderboard. Thanks to y'all. Now, unfortunately, I gotta get off. I gotta get the wife from work. But I appreciate you watching, though. You look at the care center at the outside, massive. It would have been cool if you got to explore on a completely other side of the care center. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to touch up on the care center and Resident Evil 9 save rooms. Definitely look forward to that. Stay tuned. Yeah, I know I don't stream too often. I'd like to try and incorporate a stream every so often because it's a cool way to kind of communicate to you guys, the community. Lickers went from something that brought me dread to just annoyance in RE5. Yeah. Yeah, especially that part where there's like 50 of them. See you in the next save room. You got that right. Hyped it 4 times, 1 last week and 3 this week. I appreciate you. Helps the video reach a new audience. You know, that's what helps the channel grow, and that's what helps build this community, man. Your guys' work and efforts go a long way, and I appreciate every last bit of it. We're going to continue growing. We're going to continue working on this video. And I'll see you all in Resident Evil 3's save rooms. Y'all have a fantastic day.